I was really terrified with that one. That one scared me a lot.
Nasty.
I'm like, I mean, I knew you wouldn't put
You
glue
weren't
in it.
really supposed to think it was good. Hey guys, welcome to the Yeatery, and welcome to another day of On the Verge. We are super excited to be here with you guys. Are you guys excited for this?
I am.
I'm excited to be here, not for the Yeatery.
Are you guys hungry?
No.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's so early in the morning right now that I don't know whatever we have, if it's breakfast food or not, but hey, we'll see.
Could be Brenner.
Well, let's find out. You guys know the rules.
Brenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Perfect.
encompasses the whole day.
I don't think it's Brenner under there.
So the last time we did this, the best was the last. Did Sam mix it up and put the best first this time? Keep the schedule?
Getting into Sam's mind. Scary place to be.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, you
She
guys
knows
know how to
amazing
play.
things that we didn't know she knew.
Like
That
how
is
to
true.
cook
This.
disgusting
Yes.
food. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 5 seconds to examine the food and then
I do
hit
not
the
want
Get
bell.
hands on the edge of the table.
I do
Yeah, put your
Hands on the
back,
edge of the table.
Andrew.
Edge of the
I got
table.
big hands.
Andrew's got like
your
4
fingers-
inches.
Are you guys ready?
No.
Yeah.
5, 4.
Oh! There, you know there's something inside that.
Well, no,
I
we
don't
got to
know.
count down. 5, 4.
No, no.
No,
you're
it was
good.
yours.
You're
Oh.
good.
I mean,
But if you
technically.
want,
I was
you
so-
gotta
Go
go
ahead.
count down.
I saw these in the office and I was like, I could really go for that. But
Yeah,
she
that's
put
why.
some. Just take a
Get
bite.
some of that. Yeah,
Just take a bite, you little sis.
Big one.
You little sis.
Big one.
Oh, there's. Oh, that looks.
No.
Oh, there's. It's wet in the bottom. She
Yeah,
filled
why
it with
is it
something.
wet?
No.
Why is it wet? What is it? What is it?
Words.
It's either stale or
Oh, it
like
smells
a barbecue sauce or something.
It smells like soy sauce.
It's Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, that's so close.
No one makes it worse.
That's nasty.
It just was
you
marinated
gonna take
in
another
that
bite?
all
Yeah,
night.
he like went in for another
I
bite.
know. I
He
thought he was
totally-
gonna be like.
Oh, he is. Is that
The
like
cream
better?
is fine, right? The
Yep.
cream was good.
Everything's fine,
Okay.
just about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's.
He
Cream
is
fun-
hungry.
Is there a bit of?
Whoa, that was bad.
You kept going. Yeah,
It was your fault.
you kept going. Oh man, take that off.
It was like when I did this
Oh.
last time.
Uh,
That the last video we did this. My first bite
that
was
was
mediocre, but the
Yeah, yeah,
second
yeah.
bite off camera, oh, that was bad.
I don't know why you
Oh
go
my
back for the
goodness.
second bite. There's
well,
only.
I'm thinking
you only
it's
gotta
not
go
as bad as
one.
I think it is.
Yeah.
And it was.
And
It
you're
was
hungry.
worse.
So we have to wait till it counts down.
No.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then ding.
Yes, I would
Yes.
have.
But I'm fine
So
with that,
Bill,
Bill.
why
You're
don't
fine.
you go in the middle now since you're out, so Andrew can get away from the
Oh,
bell
that's
a little
right. That's right.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotta
you guys
even it.
ready?
Yeah, 5 seconds. Don't do anything.
5, 4,
Oh, no.
3, 2, 1.
No, it's yogurt. It has to be just plain
I don't know.
yogurt.
It's really jello-y, but it kind of looks like Pepto-Bismol. Oh, she's smiling. Look at her smile. Did you see that?
It's evil.
It's evil.
It's yogurt. It looks like
Are you
yogurt.
gonna drink it?
I don't know. Is it drinkable? It's not.
No, it's not
Kind of.
drinkable.
Oh, you got to get a good forkful.
I'm good.
It's yogurt. It's good strawberry yogurt.
Oh.
I know it. Don't smell it.
Come
You shouldn't
on.
have smelt it.
It does.
It's strawberry yogurt. Or
Wait,
or not.
what is that? What is that? It's like strawberry fronted, but there's something not strawberry in there. What is that?
It's plain Greek yogurt with pickled beet juice.
Oh.
Okay.
Dude, I played the Foster slow, and it might pay off.
It might.
That's
but
nice.
The question is Sam nice? And she's not always nice, so I doubt it's going to be something good.
But the good thing is, Foster is not in this, and she's really out to get Foster.
That's true.
So-
And I-
Now you know, Bill.
What did you have when you played this last? Did you?
It
you had a
was
bite of-
sour
the-
cream and Cool Whip mix on
Yeah.
the really good granola thing.
The granola
Yeah.
thing was good.
That was my breakfast for the last couple days. I just gave you my
Day
leftovers.
old.
Mayonnaise.
Well, I mean, it's me.
You want to ding the bell for fun?
I will, but my stomach already is nervous for it. Is that bad?
Oh.
Oh, that can't be good. There's no way you
It's
just made some
Alfredo.
really good.
It's just nice Alfredo.
but it's not.
Look at that little.
You know it's not. You know, sauce stuff is so easily tampered with.
Now I'm
Oh.
gonna tell you what I did.
I'm
I
just
smelled
gonna
it.
tell you.
You don't want to smell it.
No, I
Don't smell
told
it.
you not to smell
I know.
it. That's
I should have listened to you.
Cold noodles, I'm not a fan.
I
Sorry, I
like
didn't
cold
mean to
pasta salad and
No.
stuff, and so like if it's good old, I'll take 4 noodles. I'll be
Get those down.
bold with it.
Interested.
But will you take a second helping?
This could
Probably.
be your lunch.
Probably.
This is,
You're right. It could be.
I mean, I'll eat it, but what is it first?
No.
No.
No, Andrew.
Uh-uh.
Get in there.
My taste buds are weird because it's not bad.
Do you like tuna?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it does smell tuna-y.
It's just Alfredo with tuna.
Ah.
Oh.
Hey, I could do that.
For
It was
lunch?
technically
I will
not
have
bad.
another one, Bill. That's
It's
not
going
bad.
back.
Oh yeah, but
Alfredo
that
tuna.
kind of smells bad.
Fun
It's
fact,
not.
the tuna exploded on me last night when I was opening it, so that was pretty nasty. But
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. I think I'm a winner in this one.
Yeah, you
Hey.
have.
Yeah. All
Andrew
right.
won the Yeatery. Thanks for hanging out with us at the Yeatery. We're headed off to teaching.
Hey y'all, we're diving into God's Word. We're actually starting James chapter 5. And so we're looking at 6 verses in the first verse in chapter 5, but there's so much here that we have to unpack. And so I just want to start this conversation with, it talks about the rich. Come now, you rich, weep and howl over this. So, what's going on? Because it gives us saying, your gold and silver be evidence against you. So we got to dive right into this. It's why is he bringing up these commodities and why is it going to be evidence against you? What is this teaching us?
Well, he's dealing with Jewish people as he's talking to the Jewish believers in dispersion, as we had talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
And Jewish people knew all about wailing because they would actually hire people to wail at funerals and stuff like that. And so they would just go all out in this wailing and stuff like that. And he is really saying, hey, you need to be grieving over this in a big way. Don't just take this lightly. But I'm telling you what, you need to get some serious grieving in for what I'm about to tell you here.
So he wants us to grieve over actions that we are doing, like a posture we've done. It may be a thought process we have. So what kind of thought process are we working with here, Chris?
Well, actually, as he said, there's also a reference to Timothy as well. When he says the rich, he's talking about people who have gained. It's like this challenge of wealth that they have inherited or that they've earned. They aren't using those for the benefit of others. So he's saying wail and grieve over this this thing I'm about to bring to you, because it's reiterating once again that this wealth you have, which what are you going to do with it? How are you going to benefit others? And you aren't doing so. So he really wants drawing the conviction we should have with sin at the beginning of this intro right here.
Yeah, because I see it's your gold and silver have corroded, and their corrosion will be evidence against you. And so you see year after year, maybe things that we possess, maybe titles we have, stuff that we cling to. It's just like, I was a Little League All-Star when I was in 6th grade. Yeah. I don't give a care in the world now about my Little League All-Star jersey, but I held to it. And so what does that mean for us year after year of possessions and status we have, that'll be evidence against you to ultimately what James is teaching us here?
Well, I think it's got to be the right mind. I don't think there's anything, he's saying anything wrong here about being wealthy. There's nothing, because God's the one who brings wealth or doesn't bring wealth, whatever. Right. But it's what we do with it. It's the mindset that we have with it. Are we clinging to that wealth as our God? Are you clinging to that Little League All-Star jersey that says, as an All-Star, this is all about, this is who I am? Or are you clinging to the fact that Jesus is who you are all about? And, it's really the mindset of the wealth that he's dealing
Chris,
with.
We see in verse 4 here, it says, "Behold, the wages of the laborers who mowed the fields that you have kept back, their cries are against you."
Right.
So what practical things does that do for us? What does that communicate?
Practically, I feel like it gives an opportunity to wonder, how did we reach the status in which we have? You can look at how did I gain the materials in which I have, and this is clearly saying there that there was some improper management happening. You had people who they talked about the mowers, so there was people who were paid improperly. They weren't paid what they deserved, and yet and there was boasting. There was people who used the wages of other people's work, and for their own benefit. right? And that's wrong. So God is calling that out. Practically, we have to ask ourselves, like, maybe we were captain of the baseball team. Maybe we are the most popular kid in class, but are we getting that because we are putting others down to reach that opportunities? You know, and it's also encouraging on the flip side of those who may have not been the beneficiaries of that treatment, those who have been bullied or those who have cried out. It gets to it. It says that God has heard the wailing and the cries of those. So God hasn't forgotten you, but it's also for those who are the oppressees, so to speak, that God is saying, what are you doing with your status?
Because it gives us a lot of responsibility for either position you're in.
Right.
One, if you're given either materials or status, God's kind of laying it out thick of what your responsibility is for, is to use it for other people. Because at the end, it's like it's going to burn all up if it's not used for other people.
Exactly.
And secondly, it's a promise for those who are abused if the other people are wealthier than you, either status or material, if they're not helping you, because it's saying like God doesn't resist them.
Right.
Is that they will get their punishment for how they've taught you. So there's almost a dual sense here in this passage.
Right. No, I have to tell you, as I think of this passage, I think of a friend of mine who is terminally ill with cancer right now, but he is phenomenally wealthy. And the crazy thing was, anything that this man touched turned to gold. But a few years ago, before he got the cancer, he actually had his car wrapped that it looked like it was moldy and rusty and everything. And he really talked about that whole thing. He was the most generous man I have ever known. And I one time said to him, "You are the most generous man I have ever known. You are so wealthy," and blah, blah, blah. And he said, "It's not mine. God gave it to me, and I have a responsibility to give it away." And that he just epitomized this whole chapter here of what God calls the rich to do.
Yeah, it gives it's ultimately like a warning of, so right here, right now, people who are stuck in their homes might be thinking like, well, I can't go out and flaunt what I have and anything. Right. But it's also a warning of just like, what do you take pride in? What do you have? And how are you still going to use it for others regardless of where you're at? Right. And so here it's like, you might have, what happens to that one family who they might not have as much money, but they have nothing to do at home. So are you going to give them your Disney Plus password and let them watch Disney Plus at home and your account so you're without it? Like, what other things are you going to give them so they can have so that you can serve them? So at the end, it's just like, I gave you all this stuff for what? Just for you.
Right.
So I think this is great. We talked about here in James chapter 5. We're excited to see what God's going to give us. The challenge is, what do you have and what are you going to do to serve other people? So that's that. We're excited for our next challenge that's coming up. Stay tuned.
A challenge for today. Can you build a house that you can eat?
I think so.
You think so? Well, I hope so, because this is what you have to build it with. We got Hershey bars. You guys are going to have 2 minutes to build the best house that you can with 10 Hershey bars, okay? You have to unwrap them. At the end of the time, your house has to stand, and it's going to be judged on how it looks, structurally and design-wise. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Wise man build his house upon the rock.
You build it. Here we go.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Look at that. I had my knife with me today.
That is garbage.
See if it helps me, though. You open yours really quick.
Andrew, if there's any blood on the house, we'll have to deduct points.
It's still edible. There's that there. I don't know if the knife's actually faster.
You know, and how many you're gonna unwrap before you start building? You're gonna unwrap them all.
Listen, this is something that I'm not a construction worker, but I've seen HGTV quite often.
I think Chip and Joanna do use Hershey and
I've been to Target a lot. They have
a whole end cap, doesn't she?
I know. I burn a lot of woodwick candles, and so I smell a lot of scents that sound like construction.
That whole place at Target, that Joanna Gaines section, is creepy weird.
You know what? You know what, Bill?
I do not like it.
That's blasphemy to a lot of people.
I
know. People travel down to Mecca, Waco.
I go hide in that section just to creep my wife out.
60 seconds.
60 serious? No! Add some time!
Alright, I'm done opening. As soon as I get my candy out.
Bosh is going to the TP route.
No, you can't. The TP, no way.
It's an A-frame house. It's an A-frame house, I think. Is a. Oh, yep.
What are you up in the North Woods of Wisconsin or what?
Are you gonna use you could use them as individual little bricks?
Yep.
Foster's going for the.
No!
Just
I
straight
can't.
TP.
Oh my goodness.
Got 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Foster, get out of my
Not
space.
wrong, is he?
Foster is infringing on Bill's space a little bit.
He is.
I'm gonna ask you to back off.
Copiers.
Yeah. Well, you. Isn't that like it's a form of flattery or something, isn't it?
30 seconds. 30 seconds remaining.
Shoot.
Bill needs another hand.
Mine's gonna collapse.
10, 9, 8,
Hey, hey, hey!
7,
Foster's pushing.
6, 5, 4,
I got
3,
nothing.
2,
Foster.
1. Time.
I didn't touch it. I was over here.
What just happened?
Who did
I
that?
didn't touch
We're gonna have
it.
to go to instant replay, but back away from the table. Do
Yeah.
not look or touch. I'm going to be judging houses over here.
What happened to yours, Bill?
I'm gonna start with.
It fell
I'm gonna
apart.
start with Bill's. This is a little more like modern kind of Art Deco 60s
Amazing
style
strategy.
house.
This is
right?
the guy that built his house on the sand.
Yeah. Where's the bedroom? Oh, you have to take the roof off.
Right there.
Oh, okay, so every
Well, there's a
time you
little
want to go to sleep.
secret passageway
Oh, I
that
like
you can
it.
get in there.
So this is for a very thin person.
Yeah, well,
Flat person.
they
Okay.
haven't eaten their milk chocolate.
Yeah.
So they're thin.
Bill, I'm gonna say this is definitely third place. Definitely third place.
Yeah, I'm
Now
so
these two
sorry.
over here, we went with a similar style of construction.
Yeah.
Foster was definitely bumping and grinding with elbows
He
over
was,
here.
wasn't
He
he?
was.
Monopolizing
Now
the space.
you also used a knife, so there was cheating on both ends. I think.
So I should win because I didn't
That
cheat.
is true.
There's no rules.
No,
set.
but these
Okay,
are
you
better.
don't.
I think I'm gonna have to go with
If-
Foster. It's
if-
obviously bigger. It's obviously
First win.
First win for
dedicate-
Foster.
Oh no!
And we're out. And
What
we're out.
happened? Oh,
That's so sad. Hey,
I want to dedicate this win
Scorpion,
to the boys, the freshman crew of CP. Dedicate this to everyone.
your broken house.
But broken house.
And freshman boys, it just goes to prove cheaters do win.
Haters gonna hate because haters gonna hate.
Thanks
Let's
for
go.
being with us on The Verge. We'll see you later.